Well, good morning, everybody. Nice dark day here in St. Clair. It's kind of dismal. That's okay. That is okay. Sometimes you need the rain for the sunshine to come. Of course, rain's not here yet, but we're getting there. So you should be viewing my screen. What do we have going on today? Paragon Connect. So I have slide number 1. You will see 2 different slides up here. So everybody should be able to hear me. I've got a good class so far. This is awesome. Open up my attendees. And you know me, I work on my 2 different screens. So I'm always looking over here. I got my questions over here. I do have a little bit of a PowerPoint in the first few minutes of class here while we're waiting on everybody to get on board or logged in. I need to see all of my attendees here. See, Greg made it. We just had a phone call a little bit ago. Greg had a great question and he reminded me of something. Oh yeah, I've got to tell people how to access the program. And he had a very good question. He's like, hey Deb, where do I download the app from? I'm like, oh, it's not an app that you download from the store like you would HomeSnap. It is a shortcut you create on your phone. All right, so if we have any questions, you guys know, use the questions box that's right there. Okay, so you have the one handout, it's the Paragon Connect. It is everything about the product, even things like listing entry. We have not turned on the listing entry piece. We were one of the last people to jump on board with Paragon Connect since we have HomeSnap. HomeSnap is going to be the one. HomeSnap Pro is accessing the MLS on the go. Now, I want to remind you that each MLS who uses HomeSnap in the state of Michigan is feeding directly to HomeSnap. So sometimes you might not see a listing in Paragon, but it will be in HomeSnap already because it's the way data comes in. You know, you both go to the store at the same time. Driver on the left takes this route, gets stuck in construction, whatever. Driver on the right takes this path and he gets there first. Same thing, it's just different paths of the way data flows, not to get too confusing. But that's why we never fully onboarded Paragon Connect. Because number 1, we have HomeSnap. It is a great product. First and foremost, I'm going to let you know that Paragon Connect is not for everything. There are some great pieces in here. Paragon Connect, you'll see the 2 different ones. This is a desktop version, which is what I'll be teaching from today. My reflector is not working, which I should have started days ago, apparently. And a picture on the right is the actual version on the mobile. So you'll see that when you open this up and you go into the hamburger menu at the top and you select properties, you can do a location search here. However, no, 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 and no. That is the most painful. Why? Because you had to open the app, log into the app, select the search, select properties, and select location, and then there's more to do after that. So that's like 5 steps. When in HomeSnap, I open my app, and if it's not centered on my location, I simply hit that little location button, gets me right there. So I would never search for properties around me using Paragon Connect. One of the great things is I would open the MLS and do adding a client into the Collab Center. It is the easiest way to do that. So I can simply open up the search. So you will see in that property search, I simply go to a residential search, enter in all my criteria. And the cool thing is, if you have customized Paragon, even if you haven't customized your Paragon searching in itself, it's the same exact way your search is set up in your Paragon. That's the really nice thing. So you're familiar with all those fields going down. Everything you want to do to set your client up on search is right there. All right, so how do we get Paragon Connect on our phone? So let's go through those steps right now. So first of all, you're going to go to your web browser and you're going to type in myrealsource.com. So your web browser is going to be Safari, Firefox, Google, any of those the web browsers that you use. And you'll see here, it's myrealsource.com. So if you guys haven't already done that, go ahead and do that now. So now, once you've gotten to myrealsource.com, tap the 3 bars in the upper right-hand corner. And then you're going to go to MLS Login. The next screen is going to be, my mouse is so tricky, I tell you. The next one is going to be Paragon Connect. These are your mobile preferences. You can open up the full Paragon here by the little one, nah, continue to Paragon. But we want Paragon Connect. Sure, there might be times you want to open up the full Paragon on your phone. That's okay. I still do it on occasions myself. So we're going to tap OK, let's go. Next, I want you to, don't enter in your username and password just yet. It's smartest to do the shortcut. So down at the very bottom for my iPhones, sorry, I am not familiar with Androids. You should be able to tap the little button at the bottom. And I've already scrolled down on my screen here. You'll see, you can email it, share it to Facebook, things like that, but that's not what you want, right? What you want is to scroll down and add it to your home screen. That'll ask you another question, and just say add, and you're good to go. And those are your steps. So these I will have written up and in the MLS documents in Paragon to make sure that everybody does have easy access to these. All right, so remember, HomeSnap Pro is real-time, instant information on any home, not just listings. And yes, you can pull up old information in Paragon Connect as well. So the Paragon Connect, create Collab Center emails, easy access to your buyers and sellers and your listings. So that's a really cool thing. I was talking with, actually, it would be one of the other tennis moms at that time, but she is one of our members of My Real Source and here locally with us. We were at a tennis tournament Thursday, and she's like, oh, well, how do I do this? She wanted to share her listing on social media. I'm like, you got Paragon Connect on your phone? Cool. Go to your listings and share it from there. But that's for another class. That was yesterday's class, but I didn't do Paragon Connect in that class. So what you're telling me is I need to add that to that class now too. Okay, we can do that. All right. Do not forget about your HomeSnap premium features. Now, in Paragon Connect, you'll eventually have the ability to edit listings. We just haven't turned it on yet. It's just another thing to deal with. And while Black Knight is making sure that the product works wonderfully, we strongly suggest you to use HomeSnap if you want to do any of that listing maintenance. So you can change price, you can change status, you can go to pending, back on market, you can conditionally withdraw a property, you can even change that expiration date. You can also change your public remarks, agent remarks, and then other cool things from HomeSnap is you can also see your saved searches that you've created in Paragon. And also if you use listing carts, they are there as well. So that's a really cool feature. So which one do I use? HomeSnap Pro when searching for listings around you. You will try it in Paragon Connect. You're like, oh, this is dumb or painful. And then Paragon Connect, when running a full MLS search, entering your contacts and clients. If you want to do it right then and there, sometimes you want to. Like you're sitting at a tennis tournament with one of the other moms and they want to know, we'll get you set up right now. So you will see I have, this would be normally my full Paragon and Paragon Connect. From Paragon, I can also access Paragon Connect, and that's what I'm going to have to do today. I'm going to have to fake it till we make it, which is awesome. That's okay. Under the resources icon, which is your toolbox for everything, you have so much in here. Paragon Connect, rent-free. If you guys haven't seen rent-free, it's a new product. It's a soft launch. If you're into rentals, This helps with that tenant screening very, very much. Home Snap, Cloud CMA. Here's new. HomeBot was replaced by Seller Suite, which, you know, it's another one of those. Paragon launched it, and we're like, okay, it's there. If people stumble across it, that's fine. List track, all your social media here, everything is here. All right, well, let's go over to Paragon Connect. She's already open. Now we'll show you it opening. See the same little dots that will show up on your phone as well. So on the desktop version, it has a bigger screen. I'll show you questions. Okay, cool. Good so far. Just let me know. Please be patient if you do have a question. It might take me a second to notice over there. Okay, so on my web browser, I'm shrinking this down to make it look like it would on my phone. A couple of things that I never really noticed to begin with. Search for listings, agents, and contacts right here. So I have an ML number or an address. And I can type a lot faster too. I have a tendency to go over to the right to select it. I did that more than once and then realized, oh, that's the clear button. So I just hit return and it will bring up those listings. So 2 listings found. So you do have that right there as well. It's just a little easier to see. See if I do my back browser here. We'll clear this. There we go. There's where your clear works. So you can search for these up here. I could also search for my contacts. You have 3 different tabs here. So you have your buyers. This is a very buyer-centric program. It's designed to let you know what's going on with your buyers. So here's my Betty buyers, my favorite buyer. I'm working with her all the time. So I simply scroll down. There's no new searches, so she has not created searches. No tasks, no expiring searches. So I know what's going on with Betty Buyer and any latest comments as well. Right there. It's nice, good access. And then I simply scroll through to see what Lisa is doing, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with her if you've taken any of our classes. Lisa Harris is a realtor just like you. She's been working with my Real Source. Actually, she's the one that trained me 10 years ago when I came on board. So she's been here for a bit. So you simply scroll through your buyers here. Oh, Joe. So let's go back to Lisa. All I need to do is click into her name and see what she's doing. Just let this load for a sec. So she is on the Collaboration Center. And all the way at the very top, you will see, oh, and if she's put in her headshot, it will be there. You can also do that as well. So if you have a tendency to forget what people look like, not mentioning any names, you can have their headshot there. So for Lisa, there are 43 undecided. She has 41 favorites. Possibles, rejects, there you go. So there's her buyer activity. So I can go in and see what these are all about. Of course, I can simply go right into her favorites right there. Let's look into that buyer activity. Let's just click into that and see what's going on. So here are her different, she's probably got a couple of different listings going on. There's agent picks. So these are the CMA from mom and dad's house, okay. Here's the lottery search, which I have her notified on. And there's it breaks them down to favorites and undecideds here. Agent picks, looks like I don't have any for her right now. And if you guys want a little bit more information about how these operate, that's in the Collab Center class. That's client collaboration made easy. That's the Collab Center. Then, of course, there's archive matches, which all of the old stuff. Oh, look at a gross point search as well. And automatic notifications are off. So that, in a nutshell, is what you have going on. So I can go into the 3 ellipse there. And I have lots of information, lots of things I can do. Like if your client hasn't received them, resend that invitation right there. If I want to go into her favorites, let's go into the favorites on the lottery search. That's much more fun. And this is also an easy way to schedule showings. So you can do it from here as well. See, this is why you gotta have a lot of research, because this is much more fun than looking at the others. So if I were to schedule showings, because I'm reminding my client to mark things as favorites, it makes it much easier for us, because all I need to do is go into her. Yeah, and she remembers it was Lakeshore and Four Lake were the two. Oh, okay, no problem. That just makes it a lot less listings I have to look for. All right, so there's my 2 listings. Very nice. So there is the share button at the right, and then there's another 3 ellipses here as well. So what we're going to do is take those 2 listings that we've selected and add them to the cart. I'm going to have to create a new cart on that one. Seller. Oh. New cart. So there's your plus. This will be Lisa Harris. Showings 10, 13, 22. Name and date. I just name and date. That's what I do. Right. So, and that actually is in the third-party integration. So I do like to create a cart. Sometimes just it's a nice way to remember to save them at one spot for me. So the third-party integrations, that's that deep linking, the deep integrations. And here we are at the very bottom. So we can take those 2 listings and send them to Cloud CMA to create a buyer tour, create a CMA, send just the 1. If I do just the 1, that might be. Oh, and same when you only have 1 listing, I can do. So I'm gonna send it to showing time. Showing time is still not able to do carts on, but this isn't a mobile, so. 1 at a time here. It's so much easier to schedule on a full Paragon when you're doing multiple listings at the same time. All right, so at least we know now. Going back to Paragon Connect, and you'll see all this third-party integrations that were on that right-hand side. So here's where you can access Realist as well on the go, because they don't have a mobile app anymore. It's just a nice little way to shortcut through. Now the other thing, if this were my listing, I could share it out on social media, hit my little share button, email, text, Facebook, Twitter. I can also copy that link as well. So if I wanted to share this right out to Facebook, the little window will pop up. Come on. Come on. There we go. She's a con. All right. Now remember, you don't share these to your personal page. You're going to want to share it to a page you manage. And that's going to be your business page. Now, Big Red Homes is my business page, and it is a non-published page. So that's why I can take somebody else's listing and share it. Red Home, blah, 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 and share that to Facebook. So that's really cool that you can do this on the fly as well. Pretty nice. Instead of opening up full Paragon proper, going to that single property website and sharing it there. Now this is different than the single property website. And if you want, I could, well, let's go ahead and show that too. We'll show you what we just posted, that big again, so you can see. You go over to Big Red Homes. Let's scroll down. There you go. So this is the Paragon share. View property details. It doesn't give you an address. Get swept away, enter this amazing family compound where life could be no better. Very nice. I do like the ones where they have the address here, but I personally don't like to click into something if I don't know where the address is, unless I'm just screwing around. Oh, personal little there. Okay. So now you know what that's going to look like. Out of Facebook. So that is I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back up to my 3 bars. It's a hamburger menu on the left. So I'm going to go to home. And we're going to go back to where we first started. So we were in our buyers. We were able to click into Betty, see what's going on with her. We were able to see her favorite listings. We can schedule a showing on that listing and do what we need to do. We also have our sellers in here, and you know what? I'm going to go into Stacy's. All right, let's go to identity of Miss Stacy Prius. I just got to spend some time with her last night. Now, mind you, this is nothing that you can do unless you are an admin or the broker. Brokers can assume your identity in the system to work on your behalf, same with your secretaries. Admins can, if they're allowed to. From Stacy's page, Miss Caldwell Banker Professionals. I'll have to send her a thank you later. So I'm going to go into her resources, go into Paragon Connect, and I hope this single sign-on works. It should. So I want to be able to show you the area where it says My Listings. Now, I am a real estate agent. However, I am not a practicing member. I'm not a realtor. See, oh, there we are. There's Miss Stacy. So I know I was just working in hers yesterday because I needed listings to share. All right. So there's buyers and sellers. So here we are. Here are her listings. So she has not assigned a contact to this one. And this one is a great one too. So this is a really cool piece. Part of the Collab Center is assigning a contact to your listings. So as your client, you are selling my home and finding me another one. So why not have both of those in my Collab Center at the same time? So as a buyer and a seller, I can see what's going on when I am selling my home, how many people are viewing it, how many people have seen it, and just the basic activity on the home. And I can get a once a week report on that if my agent chooses so. Now at the same time, also in my Collab Center, I'm also seeing the new listings you're sending me. So I have everything in one great bucket. I'm going to assign myself on this one. See if I'm still in here. Nope. All right. That you need to do on the full version, which is really awesome. So one of these things here. So if this is my listing and I want to share this out on social media, I can do that as well. So it's a great place to, soon you'll be able to edit your listings if you like doing it here, but remember you have Home Snap for that. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you've got your options that you want added to the cart. That's just a listing cart. Find driving directions to the home. Very nice. You can edit the listing. Ugh, I don't know how much you can edit in photos, which I honestly don't think these are turned on in the background. So they are here, but I doubt they're working. And those third-party integrations. And for the most people don't understand what third-party integrations are. Us, the techies at the MLSs and the people creating this stuff understand that, but it's not really common, I would have to say. So here we are again, all of these. Oh, and Zip Forms is in here as opposed to Transaction Desk. Okay, that's fine. TV, not PC. Zip is funny. I hadn't really noticed that. Zip Forms is an integration that a lot of real estate one agents use. So I can take and create a flyer right from here out of Cloud CMA. So all of this stuff I can now do a lot easier on my phone, which is really awesome. I can go into that realist property detail right from here. Now this one's probably, it's not that bad on the cell phone when I'm going into the realist property reports because it is a dynamic page. So that's a really nice thing. All right. So there's are your third-party integrations. Even RPR works as well. If you guys aren't familiar with RPR, don't use it a whole lot. The usage for RPR in our MLS is not that big, but it is still a very good, robust program. This one will log in as me, not Stacy. Then it's going to come up. I will allow it for today. It will come up on this particular listing. And you also have, one of the great things is, make this big, is the refined value. Because this one is not, this one doesn't shrink up like it does on the app. The RPR app is great. I do like it. It lets me know what's going on in the area as I open the app. It is a really good one. So I have a whole real estate folder. So on my iPhone. So I have folders through here, and one is simply called real estate. And in there I have Paragon Connect, Home Snap, RPR, Center Connect, showing time, few things, and Paragon Proper too as well. But those are the things creating a folder. So RPR is a great app that you can use. And it's that refined values when you're doing a valuation on a home. That is a really cool thing. Because when your client says they put in $100,000 kitchen renovation, well, it's going to be very different in the markets in Michigan than California. They turn out a little differently. The numbers run a little different. It's a really cool program if you haven't tried that refined value. It's very nice. And the CMAs are very detailed in here as well. All right, so I'm going to scooch this back down. We'll leave it big for a bit. So you have all your third-party integrations. Guess I'm not. So you've got all these. Those are good. Let's see. What's your little fire button here? That's a hot sheet, which hot sheet doesn't get used a lot, and I think they're still working on that. So it's kind of cool. Get your photos, your map view, your street view of all your homes here. These are your listings. Love it. All the pertinence, everything in here. And in these, you simply need to open those fields just because it stops the multitudes of scrolling just a lot easier there. Now you also have a share at the bottom here as well. There's your Twitter, Facebook. You can just copy the link, which is nice as well. So if I copy it from here, so I'm on a Mac, I can simply copy it, go over to my text messaging. Let me pull that up. That's what I love about being on a Mac. And then paste here and send it along its merry way. Donnie will now know that I'm working. And you see that has a very nice picture. Class test. Thanks, son. Donnie knows he always gets picked on when I'm teaching. So I can email it, text it as well. Those are great. But on that copy link, for me, because I'm on a Mac and I can text in here, that works. That works very well for me. All right, let's close this one out. And then there's the My Info. There's my little. Okay. So on the My Info, it gives me any new listings, expirings, all my listings that are here. There's one active, one pending, 2 sold recently. So this is a great synopsis of what's going on, of what you can do with your listings, getting a great synopsis on what's going on with your buyers. Okay, so now how about if you really wanted to run a full MLS search in here? Where do you do this? Me, the little hamburger menu at the upper left. So that's going to go into properties. And then I'm going to select, just like when you go into the search icon in Paragon, is it a residential, manufactured? You get the idea. So I'm going to go into the residential search. I wonder if I have those criteria that Don gave me. All right, type. And the nice thing is about this one is I'm notorious for fat fingering, and if I'm doing the little bar there, it's a lot easier to select that and here, as opposed to typing RES in here and active, because I can type in the A. And on the computer, when I'm using a keyboard, that's fine. But if I am actually doing this on my phone, out and about, I'm going to be using the little buttons on the right-hand side. Then I'll be using all active there. Hit the red check, or the red check mark. Which one is it? That's the green check mark. Closing dates. This is exactly the way it is in your Paragon search. For sale or for rent, we only want those that are for sale. Check. So that's why it makes it easier going through here, as opposed to pulling up that full Paragon on your phone and trying to pinch and zoom and all of that. It's very, very painful. So we're going to go from 200. Oh, we got to use all the zeros on this one. That's one difference to 450. Yeah, because that caught me on that first time too when I was trying to do this. It might be a little, load this up a little for you guys. Ah, there you go. Now you can see it, huh? Much better, much better. For sale, price, county, we're going to go to St. Clair. Oh, actually, let's show you the easy way to do this. So I'm going to go to the ellipse. There's also a search here. So if I just do a C for Claire, C-L, St. Clair, that does make it a little easier. Just trust me, I've been using this out in the field, and I stumble across these things and I'm trying to type in St. Clair. Oh, where's the easy way to do it? And using those buttons on the right-hand side, and then just typing the CL, it really reduces that list for me. Municipality. See, again here, I'm going to go with the search button on the right. I'm going to go CL for St. Clair, and I want the township and the city. Just makes it easier to click through here. You know, addresses, multiple municipality, structure style, bedrooms, the 2 to 4, ads, 2, basement. Oh, yeah, it's a yes, but I don't want to miss anything. Oh, see, look. Now was a missing on me. Waterfront. I love it. Fireplace is not a required field, which drives me nuts. Garage, yeah. Where's my 4-car garage? Features. See, everything you have is the same. Forgive me if I, oh, okay, get on the questions so far. Okay, so we're good on here. There's still your secondary criteria for all of the subdivisions, mail cities. It's all there. So I'm going to tap search. Now the one thing you'll notice on the bottom left, you got to save, open the folder, and this was, forgot what that is, and it's not. So I have 8 results. From here, I can save this search. There we go. So save the search either on the last screen when it pops up, or on this one, you actually have to select the 3 ellipse on the right-hand side and save my search. We're going to go with Beatrice Buyer. Oh, and add a contact. Hey, and this actually says that the email is required. When you do it on the fly in Paragon, it doesn't come up. And create my contact. So it's saving my contact, name my search, set up Collab Center. I don't need a personalized welcomes message. Complete and send invite. Boom. Look at that. How quick is that? And that's done. Now, mind you, the default on the notifications is immediately to your buyer and immediately to yourself. So if you do want that changed, if you don't want your email getting blown up all day long, that's your own prerogative. How well connected do you want to be to your contact? So that's just one of the things that you know that that's the default. You can go into Paragon proper and adjust that. Right. Absolutely love it. So then at any point I can go in, look at the listings. But this is something that's very easily done on the fly. Let me go see what I got. Yeah, and it was on Stacy's. Thanks, Stacy. Totally appreciate it. I'm setting up context for her. So I'll go in. I'll go in and remove that. There's also another lesson for you. So we're going to go with Beatrice. I'm going to find Beatrice. There she is. And if I want her in the search to delete, I can simply check it on the left-hand side. Tap delete off this blue bar because you got so much you can do up here. Delete the contact or delete the contact and the save search. Stacy be like, why am I getting CC'd on this? Tell me, Stacy. Looks like I owe her a call today. I will say thank you. I greatly appreciate your help in class. Right? Do we have questions on how to create the shortcut, how to set up a client on Collab Center, or maybe accessing some of those third-party integrations? So those are some of the really, really cool things. That was Stacy's account here. That'll close that one. Back to mine. So my content is in here, the listing carts. You'll see the listing cart that I created earlier. And listing carts will get automatically created too. The loan. So Miss Stacy, so I was going to say those are not my listing carts at all. All right, any questions? So you do have the handout. All right, I do have one question to ask you guys as well. I should have two. You guys want to humor me for a moment? All right, so how's our poll going? Okay, it is 80%, oh, only half the class has voted. 80% of half my class have not used it. 20% have, very nice. Now, it does have limitations. I just want to be straightforward with you on that one. There are some cool pieces of it, and these are the arguments that we have here at the MLS. You know, some are like, well, it's missing a lot. Yeah, we still think it's missing a lot. We have really high expectations. So that was our 80-20. You guys got that. All right, so if there's not any other questions, I think we've covered, you know, the most of the stuff that we need to be doing. You just remember that it's going to be the ellipses on or the hamburger menu on the left to get through items here. And then when you're in a contact, see, and this is me being Debbie Gmail Fajardo, going in to see what's going on in the buyer activity. A lot of stuff here you can do. I can email, I can call, I can figure out what this little dot is. Oh, the Collab Center. Ah, pretty sweet. I can go right over to hers. So there's a lot you can do in here. Just remember, if you're looking for a location search, please go to HomeSnap and save yourself the trouble. All right, well, thank you everybody for attending class, and we'll see you on the next webinar.